Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and in this video I'm going to show you around Mud Island River Park, which is on the south end of Mud Island, which is really a peninsula, and that is part of the island behind me. The park is right there, so I'm going to show you what is in the park. There's a sign on the grass there, Mud Island River Park. And this is a special day where they're having what they call dragon boat races, or dragon canoe races, dragon something, sort of like a regatta. On the north side of the park is Harbor Landing, which you have to have a special parking pass to get to, and they don't give those out to just anybody. You have to be a resident or something here, or a legitimate reason for being there. So to get to Mud Island, they have this walkway across the river, and just below the walkway is the monorail. They're having regatta races today. I think that's what you call it.
Right. No, that's right.
Looks like there's a lot of people here in Memphis that are into regatta racing. There's the monorail that I took over. Okay. This is the museum on Mud Island, the Mississippi River Museum. These are models of some of the boats that have been on the river. They have all sorts of things on display here. I suppose these are things that they've taken off of some of the river boats. And it has historical exhibits going back to prehistoric Indians. Here's 4 more of them. Looks like they also have a wax museum with some figures, Mark Twain. Got some riverboat gamblers. One of the most popular traveling showboat performing families. And they have a display of Civil War boats. See the cannons sticking out the side here? And they have a recreation of a Civil War ship with all these cannons It's really dark in here. There's the outside of the warboat.
Resemble Elvis an awful lot. Elvis never thought he had a good voice. He never thought that he had the ability to be.
You also have a lot of music exhibits here.
And to get this accepted.
This, what looks like a fair, is in connection with the boat races. These are all boat teams that are under those canopies. And they've got some steamboats over here. One of those was the steamboat that I went on a couple days ago. This is the south end of Mud Island, which is actually a peninsula. It's not an island. At one point it might have been, I don't know. But this gives you a good view from the other side of the river. And there is the Bass Pro Shop pyramid. Although that is actually a bay, the actual river is over here. They also have this scale model of the Mississippi River. So I'm going to show you where I started out at Venice, Louisiana. This is at Venice, where it starts to spread out into various tributaries heading for the Gulf of Mexico there. But the actual river continues like this until it empties itself out into the Gulf of Mexico. And this is all beyond the point where you can actually drive to. They don't have roads going all the way out there. This is where it goes alongside New Orleans. And they do have a bridge there. There's very few bridges I noticed in the model. I wish it was a little more realistic with all the bridges that there actually are. And I wish they didn't have these bridges. This bridge would be about the size of 3 or 4 cities. And you really don't need that because you can easily step across the river here, like I have here. And there's a city, La Place, Louisiana, which is just upstream a little bit from New Orleans. But it's good at showing the windingness of the river. This is Baton Rouge. They do have a bridge there, but I don't remember the other bridge looking like that. Whoa. And then above there, it spreads out a lot. In some places with low-lying areas around the river, they have forced the river to spread out like this in order to reduce the flooding that happens. They dug out trenches into other areas near the river where the water could overflow into. This is Natchez, Mississippi. You can actually walk down through the river. This is where the Yazoo River flows into the Mississippi. They show you where the state borderlines are. This is Greenville, Mississippi, which I came through, and they have a city park right on the river that has RV spaces, but it was closed. Disappointing to me. I wanted to see some good scenes there. You can see where it widens out here. But they were cleaning up from a flood that they had recently had. This is another river that flows into it. And they have designed the banks with the levels there, which are supposed to be pretty close to the way the levels actually are. This is Memphis, where it does show bridges crossing the river here, although this one needs some repair. That's the city of Memphis. And this shows Mud Island, where I am right now. It shows how it has created this bay that goes over here and then just ends right there. So you can see it's not actually an island. Here's where it goes from Arkansas into Missouri. North of Caruthersville, Missouri, it really widens out here. And this is Cairo, Illinois, in the center here, which I will be going through. They built this bridge going over land here, so when it floods, you can still drive across. In Cape Girardeau, Missouri, which is another town I'm looking forward to going through. And the river model ends here because this is only designed to show what they call the lower Mississippi. Also at Cairo, it shows the Ohio River merging with the Mississippi. And in this model, they show the Ohio River as well from that point going up. This is Paducah, Kentucky on the Ohio River. And above Paducah is another river that merges into the Ohio. And you can see up here, it has a dam with a big lake. And then this is another river at a dam that merges into the Ohio. So I think this is all quite fascinating if you can put it all into perspective like they have here for you. I have not been able to determine what scale the rivers are here. The brochure doesn't say, and I asked in the museum and they don't know. Well, I think you would enjoy spending a half a day here on Mud Island. Good day, folks.